Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and today we mark the anniversary of Assassin's Creed, the first one, the release date of it. And I'm really happy to be doing this because 15 years is a long time, and pretty consistently good games throughout that period is something that we cannot help but praise, especially in today's gaming and entertainment landscape. So I'm happy just to be hanging out, playing some Black Flag, chilling with y'all and a very special guest who came all the way from the Tuesday shows to join us for this anniversary. Please welcome the man himself.
Not even once?
Well, I mean, I've had sex before. Just, never with a person.
Never with a person, indeed. Hello.
How's it going, man? I know this isn't our normal rendezvous time.
Yeah, it's good, man. I've been crazy busy. I've been doing some edits for Lethal, and then I'm now going to be playing 3 games at once. So I have, oh, hold on. Let me turn off this stupid thing or figure out how to turn off this stupid thing so everybody can see my green screen in the rest of my room. Octopath Travelers, right? And then I got like Valkyrie Chronicles 4 and then Pokemon comes out on Friday. So I will be crazy busy with YouTube now that I actually make videos every week. So
sounds like it.
I know I've shot up like 15 subscribers already, which I know it doesn't sound a lot because you got that one call out on Friday Night Tights and went up like 700.
Oh,
and me, I'm like, oh yeah, I got like 18 new or 12 new subs. Like, yeah, let's go crazy, you know?
Oh, one time, that's still really good. No, that's impressive, man. You deserve it. Got to get you to the monetization. Only what, a third of the way there? You're almost there.
Almost, yeah, almost a third. No, it's way less than a third still.
Don't you have over 300?
No,
on the main channel.
No. My Twitch has like 600. This one only has like 170.
I thought that was your alternate channel that only had 170. The one with the Christmas hat.
The Christmas hat is my alternate one, which is funny because people that I talk to are subscribing to that channel rather than my main one. So it's kind of funny, but whatever.
All right. Well, I do want to say hello to the chat real fast. It looks like Legatus Legionaris is here. Hail, my friend. Fade in. Great to have you here. And how well has the first game aged in 15 years? The first game has not aged well from a like mechanic standpoint. Like the story is still solid enough, but yeah, like it really, it's difficult to go back and play. It's the only one that I haven't played multiple times of the franchise. I love every game in the franchise, even the ones that other people don't like. There are ones that I like less than others, but I repeatedly play all of them. So, but that one is the one that I struggle with the most because of the mechanics.
You want to know what's funny? Unity was such a bad one, but it had multiplayer and they never went back to it to where you could actually play with your friends. Like, why? Why would you take it? That was such a cool addition. It's just Unity sucked. And I think they had like a bad engine or something like that. And that was another reason why Unity was so bad. But it was like one of my favorite things that you could do is you could play with your friends. Like, oh shit, we're going to go around killing people with my friend. And it was like French Revolution or whatever.
Right.
So no one really gives a shit about the French ever since they threw down their weapons in World War II and was like, aha, we surrender, you know? And
yeah, I didn't play that game until long after those initial release issues. So I didn't know about that for a while because they fixed it. The game's pretty well fixed at this point. But yeah, Unity, I've heard stories about how bad the release was. Very Cyberpunk 2027 or 2077 from what I've heard. So, but yeah, I've seen some videos too. Those were pretty bad glitches. And it looks like we are joined by Anna's Gameland in the chat. What's up and hello. Thanks for doing the celebration stream. Of course, I love this franchise. I'm going to just talk about it for a couple hours.
we're talking? I thought you were playing games, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be playing Black Flag. That's the one that won the poll.
Yeah, I voted for it on...
I saw that.
Yeah, I voted for it. I would have been cool with, I think... Well, Brotherhood wasn't on there. Revelations was. And I think Brotherhood was more fun, but I think it's the faster game, right? It's the
Yeah,
fastest of the
Brotherhood's
three.
pretty
Yeah.
short as I remember. But Brotherhood is my least favorite of the Etsu trilogy by quite a
Oh,
bit.
it's my favorite. It's probably because that's the one I was number one or number two on the ladder boards for the PvP where you kill each other. You have to play hide and seek and kill each other. That was fucking fun as fuck.
You've been playing these games since that far long ago?
I've been playing it since I think I bought Assassin's Creed 1 on launch day because I was like, a stealth game? Hell yeah. And then it turned out that it was only no, that's probably the one that has the most stealth in it. Is the
Mm-hmm.
first one.
I can see
And
that.
then it started going more and more like I'm going to run in and kill shit. And that's when I was started like, and then Eevee came in, what is that one called? Revelation?
Syndicate.
Syndicate,
Syndicate.
yeah.
Eevee's and Syndicate, one of the
Yeah,
twins.
Syndicate, yeah. And then I played as Jacob and I was like, this is fucking stupid. I never want to play as Jacob. Go back to Eevee. I want the stealth
Uh-huh.
gameplay. But that was
Yep, I did the same.
I think that's the first one where they added like RPG elements to this game where you would
They were
level up your
starting to, yeah, they were starting to
yeah.
introduce it. Well, I mean, the leveling up that was included in Unity as well,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, and that was a year before
U-
Syndicate.
Unity
But
was just so bad that like no one like really wanted it.
it's still fun to play now. It's got one main issue that it has is there's no start new game. Like you have to go in and edit the game files on your actual computer to start the game over again and like turn off cloud syncing. It's really annoying to start a new game on it. But my first one was Odyssey, actually. I just heard that there's a Greek mythology game, and I was
Mhm.
on board just with that. And I loved it, so I kept playing the other ones. And I played the 12 main games and like the ones I consider standalone games, even though they're technically not, like Avaline, Liberation, and Freedom Cry. I still count those as main games, even though they're
Those
technically not.
those are like the
And
ones on PlayStation Portable and PlayStation Vita, right?
I think they're on there. Freedom Cry is technically a DLC for Black Flag.
Okay.
And Avaline, I think, was a DLC for the third one. So they're technically DLCs, but they have different main characters. So I kind of separate them out a little bit. But I played all of them at least 4 times besides the first one and Valhalla. I've only gone through Valhalla once. I was waiting to get through all the DLC releases before I started it over again because I've
Mhm.
got a pretty cool setup with Thor's hammer.
Yeah, I played Origins and I was like, what have they done to this game? And then I saw
Yeah.
the Greek mythology one and I was like, what have they done to this game? This is an Assassin's Creed. And so yeah, all the newer ones, I'm like, nope, fuck you. You lost me as
Yeah.
a person. That's not the kind of game I want to play. I want to
Hmm.
play more like Brotherhood, Revelations,
Right.
uh
The,
the Eevee parts of Syndicate. Like,
That's a very legitimate perspective. Like those last 3 Assassin's Creed games aren't Assassin's Creed games. I still like them for what they are, but when you compare them to the rest of the franchise, it should just be its own series, especially because it messes with the lore quite a bit, especially Origins. Origins messes with the lore a lot. And so I almost kind of consider that trilogy its own trilogy, completely divorced from the others, except for Valhalla tried to tie in, the end of it is tied in pretty closely to the Ezio trilogy.
mhm.
And I didn't love that. I wanted to keep the divorce going on, but I still love every single one of them. Origins is my least favorite by a lot, though.
It's really
So,
bad.
especially the writing aspect of it is what I hated, and it just had a lot of problems, and they hadn't worked out all the open world RPG aspects of it yet that they kind of ironed out in Odyssey. So I still enjoy it. I still play it every so often, but yeah, it has some issues.
I
But
hated it. I hated it. It killed the franchise for me.
really,
Yeah.
well, one game that is relatively loved and undisputed, at least top 2 or 3 of the franchise, is Black Flag, and that is the one that has won for today's celebration. So we're gonna play that. We can keep talking about the series while we go, but
Dude,
just want
Black
to say
Flag
that.
is so good, man. Edward Kenway. But
Mhm.
Black Flag, do you play Edward the whole time? Do you jump
Yep,
right into it?
yep, yeah. It's Edward the whole time.
Okay. And then is it
Is that too loud?
Oh no, yeah, it's really loud. Edward is the father of
Hatham.
yeah, who's Connor's father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at the end of this one, that's when he has the kid, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
epilogue
yeah.
where we show Hatham getting taken to the theater as a boy by Edward, who's an aristocrat. That's so little loud.
And then he leaves a brotherhood and joins the Templar. Talk about like not following in your father's footsteps. But
Yeah, basically doing the exact opposite of what he would have wanted.
yeah.
Got
But
a,
yeah.
go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, read what you got.
Oh, I can't quite see it very well. You could read that one for me.
Cannoli Sasquatch. Hello, all. Haven't played this game yet. Just played Origins today. We were just talking about how Origins is the worst one, by far. But oh yeah,
Wait,
so we're all. I know you have 2 streams, but we're all going to get pizza. So, uh, Cannoli, you're in Arizona, so if you want to DM me, 6 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to grab pizza in Scottsdale. If you want to DM me, I'll give you the location.
the ship combat in this game is just next level. I love it, man. And an interesting, like, Assassin's Creed 3 began the evolution to ship-based, and it did all right. Like, the stuff in Assassin's Creed 3 is fine, but it's very, very clunky, and it doesn't have the feature where you can go solo and swim out to the boat and kill everyone on board and then just ram it to take it out. And that was a good feature that they added. I'm a big fan, especially with the harder to destroy ships. Taking them out solo style is a lot more fun and easier.
Oh, I never use that feature. I just
Just grind until you can do it.
I always just took them out with the ship, man. That was because Assassin's Creed 3, I probably had more hours playing the boat missions and like playing on the boat than actually playing the game. It was I would spend all my time either killing the boats or just like just hanging random redcoats everywhere. Like on my
The rope darts are great. I miss those. They haven't been in it for a while.
yeah, those are cool. Like you would just hide in a tree and then fucking hang them. And I would
Dude,
literally
they know how to make an
just
entrance.
spend all day hanging everybody. And then I I would just be posting different things on my Facebook back when I had a Facebook and was like, "Red coats beware," and just like and like
Saucy.
uh I think on my
He
original
doesn't have
Twitter.
nipples.
Nice.
He doesn't have nipples. Sorry, that's just really funny.
Hey man, sometimes you can't have nipples.
No. I don't like this broad very much. I'm all right with him getting back with his daughter, of course, at the end, but it's kind of better that she's not in the picture anymore because they were not good together.
I want a decent life.
And I love his motivations. He's very well written. I'm gonna turn him up. Oh, I can't.
All right. Syndicate was great. Dickens, Jack the Ripper, etc. Here's all great stories to play through London. Origin was historically interesting yet boring character-wise. Black Flag was so much fun though. Yeah.
I agree with all of that. I didn't get the Jack the Ripper DLC though for Syndicate, so I can't speak to that. But Dickens was great in Syndicate, and some of the other, like Darwin. It's really interesting to see Darwin in that sort of context. But
Karl Marx was in it too, wasn't he? Marx was in it.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Why did the sound just go?
Or you could have too much nipples. Just look at George Clooney's Batman. That's my favorite insult to call someone. I was like, "Shut up, George Clooney's Batman." And then,
Really?
yeah, I use it every now and then.
That's fantastic. Yeah, most people do consider Syndicate the last of the real Assassin's Creed games, and it's not a bad place to end it because yeah, it was good. I do enjoy Syndicate quite a bit. Some of the hand-to-hand combat is a little janky, like it just feels really weird, especially with the like a dodge grab mechanics. And a lot of people are very conflicted on the zip line, whether or not that makes things too easy. But I still enjoy it quite a bit. And look, this actor, he was Constantine in the Arrowverse. He does a fantastic job with that role. He's who I consider as Constantine. Like when I think of a live action Constantine, I think of him, not
Well,
Keanu Reeves.
So Keanu
It's good for you
is
as
technically
well. Havana.
Constantine, but it's not
Havana.
DC accurate.
Well,
Right.
the ship,
And
huh?
then the one you're talking about from
Not the sound you pilot.
Arrowverse, actually voices John Constantine
In some of the animated ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's really good. I also think of him more than
Keep talking.
Keanu, even though he's like a different version of it, and it's really
You
cool,
have that code on you now, do you?
but it's different. It's not like DC accurate.
This is a beautiful game. Like the graphics were very much of the era, but they still like the Caribbean is beautiful. Love how they've portrayed it.
Like I don't even care if the graphics look like this in like newer games. If it has like
It's your
this level of
sneaky.
gameplay, right?
Mhm.
A lot of the newer games, I listen to people go, "Oh my god, this game is so graphically beautiful,"
mate.
and then they score it
Those
like
good
high, and it like plays like shit, and I'm like, "No, that's not how you should play or score a video game. Graphics
Yeah.
shouldn't even be on your like
I think it
consideration."
should go into it. Like if it's like
100
weird
leagues or
face,
more to Havana.
like janky faces,
walk
that
that
can be
distance?
distracting. But no, for me,
This
the top priority is the writing. As long as it's well written, I can deal with some janky mechanics sometimes.
this game right here is 16-bit characters. It's a
Are they really?
16-bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 16-bit game. It
All right.
might be a 32-bit game,
I
but
wasn't
like
paying attention. I didn't see where he went.
um it's like a 16-bit game, maybe a 32-bit game, like, but it's like it's the gameplay is fucking awesome. And I think
Hmm.
the reason why they do that is to give you that old turn-based strategy JRPG feel, right? And
Hmm.
sure, I can't see the health, and apparently I need to play a certain character that has the skill to see health. So I can't strategize as well. But like I think that adds to it. And the gameplay so far, I've only played an hour and a half of this game, dude, and I'm already like, yeah, this gameplay is fucking awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
this one really fixed a lot of the parkour issues of the older games. Like, I love the
oh
Ezio
yeah,
trilogy, but sometimes you're trying to leap upwards and then you fly in the opposite direction, and that can get really annoying.
yeah.
But
Uh, two
for
was notorious for that.
synchronization of the night, I love these synchronization shots.
They just give you everything.
Mm-hmm. And then the leap of faith. Something magical about that. It's stupid, I know.
Posh git. Where's he running to?
Yeah, but this game was so much fun. It was probably
I'll kill you.
I don't know what I had more time playing, this or the multiplayer for like Revelations and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because
Revelation, I love for its story. It's got such great character development for both Altair
We
and
could work together
Ezio.
on this.
Especially that end. Like, it's hard not to get emotional when you see him unclasping his hidden blades for the final time. Like, that's beautiful. Oh, I guess I'm going down. Yeah, it's not 100% ironed out parkour-wise.
So much for that parkour theory. But
Your distance.
ow, you got shot. You're going to let
Yeah.
him shoot you like that?
No, I'm gonna go kill his ass.
This is the guy you kill and become a fucking assassin to.
I do have a little bit of an issue with how easily it is for him to pick up his abilities. I know that's because of his precursor DNA and the Sixth Sense or whatever, the Eagle
Uh-huh.
Sense, but it's still a little bit unbelievable. Like if they just spent a little time giving him an actual mentor, like a lot of the other games do, it'd be a
Yeah.
lot more believable. But he just like, oh, he's wearing the hood, so now he's a badass.
I know. Sometimes the story is not great.
No, I still overall love the story of this game, but yeah, it's just that aspect.
Well,
of it.
I mean like little holes everywhere, you know,
Yeah,
that don't get filled out correctly. But the game is
combat
fucking
is
awesome
great.
and the story's good, you know. Yeah, this is probably one of the better combat games too. Like 3 added some cool shit, but
I do like the heavy reliance on counter-based combat that
Senor Duncan
Arkham
Waldo.
trilogy really perfected, and
I
Shadow of
accept your
War
most
and
generous
Mordor did
offer
as
and
well.
await
But
your
yeah, the
arrival with
counter-based
eagerness.
combat is very engaging.
If you truly
Time
possess the
based.
information we desire,
Spider-Man does that
you
really well
should be
too.
able to answer
But
it.
in
While
one,
you know your face by sight,
if I got into trouble, I would just counter
also
everything.
influenced by your secret.
Like
Mhm.
you used to
That's
have 2
all you
different
have to do.
buttons and everything.
Therefore, come to Havana in haste.
Just I would literally counter everything till I could run and hide. And that was the only time I wasn't stealth.
El gobernador Laureano Torres.
Is when I got
His
caught doing
outfit
something
is
stupid.
just gold. Love how they like mix in era appropriate attire into the classic hood deal. Like it's not just the same hood every time. It's got like the buttons that are very prominent during the era, the color
Yeah.
schemes of an almost military officer. Like they're really good at merging it. That's something that I really don't like about the new games, the
That's cool, no,
RPG
dude,
trilogy,
just fine.
because they don't incorporate, like they don't have a dedicated assassin outfit. None of them do. And it's
Mhm.
really sad.
Well, no, the reason why it's always different is because they use it to blend in with other people
Yeah,
that
no, no,
look similar, right?
Yeah,
So-
no, it's story justified. I just like the way they do it design wise. Like it's beautifully designed.
Sorry, Kingston? No, our destination is Havana. Merchant. Quiet, you bleeding pirate.
So, I know this isn't related, but everything keeps popping up that I keep seeing it. So there used to be this MOBA game called Paragon that shut down in 2018 because it wasn't as popular. And now it looks like there is a new version of it that just came out. That is in like, I guess testing, like
Oh yeah,
the testing period,
Anything you like.
and it looks very similar to the old one.
I'll pay you.
And now I'm sad that I don't play MOBAs anymore, because
Yeah?
that looks sick. To bring it back, it's like a better version. It looks like.
Oh God. Oh God.
dude, I love the stealth aspect of these. And Odyssey actually is of the trilogy of RPG ones, does this aspect of it the
Take my
best. The
sugar.
stalking
Take anything you
aspect,
like.
it's
Mhm.
actually pretty good. But yeah, just waiting for them to move into the right place, get a little bit of attraction going on.
I'll pay you.
There's
Anything you
few
like.
things as satisfying if taking out a whole squad of red coats completely
There's
by
noth-
stealth.
There's nothing more satisfying than killing a bunch of redcoats.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm gonna get back over to the stalking zone. Unfortunately, I don't have any smoke bombs yet, so I can't take them all out at once. I don't even have double blades, so it's
Take
really
my
just
sugar.
seeing if I
Take
can grab
anything you
one of
like.
them. Unless I can lure them one at a time.
Oh, you got one.
I'll pay you. Anything you
Beautiful.
like.
And this higher stuff might conceal me
I'll
better.
make short work of you.
What the fuck? I was hidden!
I know, but you came out.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, it was still pretty great.
Yeah, pretty easy to kill him too. Man, you click those buttons really hard. You're like, ka 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 ka.
Did I?
Smacking it.
Is it loud?
Yours.
Is that
Yeah,
loud?
It is my vessel.
yeah.
And it's a new controller. I gotta
Poor
beat on it a
captain.
little bit to make
And
it
I have no
softer.
art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steve
This is a pretty good side character
Well,
too.
Mr.
Seeing his evolution to full-blown pirate by the end
But
is
I'm on a
very
secret errand for His
fascinating.
Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Oh, that is a relief, sir.
You've
The
never
Vanner is
read
also
any
my destination.
Louis
Our
L'Amour
ways
books,
lie
right?
together. Natural allies, then.
No, I haven't read any of the books. I'm not a reader, man.
When you first
That's
all,
right.
all the books I read are on audio.
Uncommon
Yeah.
way of handling
Well,
yourself.
he was one of my
Quick thinking,
favorite authors as a
apparently.
kid. He does
You'd be
Western
satisfied.
novels, but he had this one series called The Sackets that's just
Mhm.
following one
Things
family
considered.
through all of American
I think it's
history.
turned out to be a
And the
rather
first one was
fortuitous
this guy
game, hasn't
named
it?
Barnabas Sackett, who immigrated to the Americas in the 1600s. And his story is very similar to Edward's, like
Lacking a
joining the
rowboat,
Navy,
I'm
trying to
afraid we'll have to
get
swim to
money
my
for his
ship.
family to go
Hardly
with
the
him.
worst thing to happen.
It's a very, very good book that I love. So it's kind of, this game draws on my Louis L'Amour love
Mhm.
quite a bit.
What's-
I'm not going to beat on that much Legatus. I'm not going to break Ryan like Ryan does. But yeah,
Dude.
just got to smooth out the clicks.
I used to break tons of controllers. I still get all my orders wrong when I go places. Um, just in Orlando, I got
Come
one
on.
wrong. You know, that's the last time I ordered food from anywhere. And I went to Orlando.
Welcome
And they
aboard,
got my
Duncan.
fucking shit wrong.
Modest schooner, but
They
well
knew.
my
They
purpose.
knew.
Cargo from my plantation and
Orion's hype
Been too
man. They
fine.
would break it.
Yeah,
Strong wind now.
something that
Let's
just
strike to
get
forward, shall
attached to. I'm still mad about the 4 deliveries that didn't happen because of him. It's his fault.
I blame
There's a tug of the
I
wind.
blame Jeremy.
I
They
find
just knew
Jeremy?
Jeremy was around and he probably paid them to mess up all the orders.
more stink of possibility.
That's what I think.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he was asleep on the couch. He slept a lot after the meetup.
We've really
I
We could
believe
not
it.
wake him up at one point. Like Ryan needed something from him, shaking him, knocking him
shoulda-
over,
You should have
shouting.
teabagged him.
Yeah,
You
he
should
would have slept through it.
Should have teabagged him, took a picture of it, and been like,
Is it a real
gaming in real life.
But most pirates stalk the Windward Passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
When you get that satisfying kill.
Yes.
Teabag
That is
Jeremy.
a bustling straight.
That would be a meme forever. You guys fucked up.
Mustn't worry about being
That would be
way
pretty
late
funny,
by
like for the
pirates.
Fortnite video.
No,
Just put that
much
footage in there.
And I have
Just
nothing
very-
of immense value. Sugarcane in its yield. Molasses.
That's probably why I'm not part of the team, because I would have teabagged Jeremy.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose.
Yeah, it would be a good reason not to include you.
All in the stunsail. Every last rubber on the wind.
I think this game is really the best ship game that I've ever played. Like captaining a vessel, it really just nails it so well, especially this era vessel.
Mhm.
Like even the later Assassin's Creed games don't compare to this.
I want to see how Bones and Skulls or Skulls and Bones plays. Sea of Thieves kind of sucks for sea combat,
Did a decent trip
Um,
That's what I've
some
heard.
time ago.
but it's
2 years
a
before the mast as a privateer.
it's like a game you play with your friends and you're playing as the person rather than controlling the boat.
Full of
So
adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness,
They get a lot of historical accuracy as well. I care a lot about naval. Like I nearly joined the Navy, but this era, the 1700s sailing, I know quite a bit about and the jargon of it, and they get it all
Fantastic work.
spot on.
Very
Even like
promising.
privateers, simple thing, but people get it wrong a lot. It's just state-sanctioned pirates.
mhm.
How did you
Alright,
travel without
easy
having
now.
to alter the sails
There you go.
through all that? I
Welcome
did a
back.
little bit. I did have to lower some of the sails in a couple moments there, Legatus, but
Well, your numbers look good.
the wind was in my favor.
Now let's make sure we can break your brain, all right?
I do think this is the weakest part of the game, and
need you to
really
move your head
one of
and
the
look at
weakest
these
in the
lights, just
series
here.
is the current day stuff. It has some of the
Look
worst
up.
current day stuff of the entire franchise.
That's because it's no longer about Desmond,
Down.
and it's just they were like testing you like you're
good.
just a person.
You
Now
are.
Mhm.
everybody goes into
Anybody
just
can be it.
Desmond. Yeah, yeah.
You
And
want
that's
to
something I
focus
hated
on
that
progress.
they changed.
Before
Like
Well,
when
and the-
Desmond died,
Mm-hmm.
it should have just no more modern day stuff. They should have took that out.
Hello?
I think they should have just given it a new protagonist, or each book got or each game got their own protagonist. But they needed to be better written than
Alright,
Layla,
let's take a
who's
walk. Your
the
file says you've
modern
done
day
some memory
protagonist of
research
the
before,
RPG
but not to this
trilogy.
extent, which
She's
is
not great.
surprising. You're very
She's
good.
a
The
bitch,
data
honestly.
is very
She's
stable.
really mean to people. Like, she's not a good person.
Well,
But you haven't
Impressive,
played
right?
Valhalla. Do you care
This
about
building
spoilers?
is barely
no,
6
no,
months
go
old,
for it.
but
Have
external
fun.
Well,
entertainment
for
has
the
been a
chat, I'm
studio
about
for
to
2
spoil
years,
the ending of
since
Valhalla.
2010.
I know it's 2 years old, but if you care, turn off for just a couple seconds. The
Sounds confusing.
the human or the modern day protagonist
Maybe
Layla
solid
of this
liberation?
of that trilogy,
That was our first title
she
powered by Animus Tech.
dies,
That was just the tip of the
but
iceberg.
her consciousness gets
Soon, we'll
uploaded
be
to like
unveiling
some sort
commercial
of
Animus servers for the
precursor
whole world to
database
enjoy. They'll
that
offer passive
evaluates
experiences,
timelines.
of course.
So
Edit
her
versions
new
of real
job is to
history,
being like
but only
sifting
the
through
exciting parts.
possible
And we
futures
think we
to
found the
find one
perfect
that doesn't
subject
end
for
in
our
human
first
extinction.
full-length virtual
And
feature.
when she starts
Caribbean
doing
Pirate.
that,
So that's
there's a
your
mentor waiting for her.
It'll just take a
Desmond is
minute, okay?
alive inside of that doing the same thing, looking at different timelines to save the future. They brought back the same voice
Well,
actor
thank
and
you,
everything.
Nancy.
Well, that's what Desmond's. They before Desmond dies, isn't that what they were doing in the Animus? They were trying to upload him into the server.
No, they were trying to do that to a
This
certain
is
extent in
true.
Revelations,
The
trying to
primary
undo it
tool of
more.
our trade,
But yeah,
your
it's through
communicator.
the NMS that they tap into
Power it
ESU
up and give it a look.
technology.
It's pretty
So they're
slick.
on an ESU server, just like sifting through different timelines, different futures together, and it's like this giant glowing tree of
You might
branch
have noticed
realities that
security
they're
seems a
sifting
little
through
light
together.
around
So
here.
Desmond
That's
and
because
Leia are
your
both doing that
communicator
now.
is your key to getting around.
Hmm.
And there's another coming apocalypse because Desmond, he put that shield around the Earth when he died to save us from the solar storm.
Hmm.
Well, apparently that shield is hurting the planet. It's causing electrical storms. People are dying. So Layla's trying to figure out a way to stabilize the shield that Desmond added.
See that
So it's like
flashing wire
he wasn't
signal?
good enough. They try
That
to
means you're hooked
undo
up to
his
the
legacy a
elevator.
little
I'll
bit,
let
and I
you do
hate
the
that.
honors. We're
Mhm.
headed up to the Sample 17 studio, second floor.
All right, I should wave and tell them that it's not muted anymore. Don't mute. Come back.
You're good.
Oh. Come back. No more spoilers.
Let's go.
No spoilers.
Did
I
you
know
know
it's-
this is passive aggressive?
This is.
Ah, there's the
This
boss.
is.
Oh yeah, it's racist. I heard that.
Salut, Mélanie.
Is it racist too? Man, I hate those guys. I thought this was racist
That
Have you met
too.
our new hire? Just
because they fell for a 4chan troll, and now everybody's like, "That's so racist."
Henry line.
Hey them.
Legatus. That's right. So
Edward, the pirate.
you're actually playing as a modern day person who is in like some VR technology that is able to tap into human DNA and relive events from the past. So in this case, they've
Just let
got
me
some
get
of
this one
Desmond's
settled and I'll see you
DNA,
in 5
who is a
minutes.
descendant of
Nice to
Edward, the
meet you.
pirate that we're playing as. And so this guy's jumping
So,
into a VR
This is the
tech
Sample
to
17
relive
floor.
Edward's life.
We're diving into the memory
Ori-
of the
originally,
owner.
they were looking for
All
the
best stuff
item
in
or
it.
the
And hopefully
items of
one day
Eden,
we can
and
forge
then they
The pieces.
from what we
yeah,
find.
the pieces of Eden, and now it's like they're looking for just random shit.
Our legs is John.
It's
I
mostly
understand.
still pieces of
He's just
Eden.
fixing something for you.
Not fixing.
Like-
Calibrating.
Yeah, it's still
Calibrating,
like
right.
there was that cloak of Eden
here
that
we
they
are.
did in
Your
Syndicate,
very
the
own
healing
Animus
cloak that
workstation.
accidentally blew up people
This
sometimes.
is all yours. So sit back,
And
relax, and find us some good
Origins, it was some
footage.
ESU
If
temple.
you
I
can
can't remember
for
that
tips,
one.
the Animus is
Odyssey,
loaded
it was
with
the
tutorial
staff of
programs, so you
Hermes,
have no
which is an
problems.
ESU piece of
And I'll check
tech.
in on you later.
Valhalla, it was what was Valhalla? It was another piece of Eden. They just more types of pieces of Eden, but it's still pieces of Eden.
Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool.
Oh, you want to know what's really cool in this game? When you go through all the emails and stuff, you're actually communicating with the guy from Watch Dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard they were in the same world. I've never played Watch Dogs.
So, like, if you were to play Watchdog and you get to some of the email stuff, you're emailing this character.
That's pretty cool crossover.
Calibrations
Well, yeah, they Ubisoft
systems optimal.
kind of tried to have all their stuff linked, like their games,
Mhm.
and then they're like, "Oh, we can't do that with like Splinter Cell and all that. We don't
Right.
want them in there."
So yeah, Legatus, that's why they open it with stuff like that wave we just saw. That's the computer generating the graphics. Why they call it synchronization, because you're supposed to match the life of the pirate, and if you diverge from his life too much, the computer can't handle it because it doesn't have that data to pull from. That's why you can't like leave the Caribbean and just go anywhere, because Edward didn't leave the Caribbean and go somewhere. So if it's not in his head, the
Lively
Animus
Havana.
can't
I've
create
been
it.
here once before.
It's kind of cool
Truly
in
awful
world
pleasure.
way to justify video game mechanics, like the HUD display. That's what the player
See
in
someone
modern
you
day
know?
is seeing. They
No,
incorporated
just putting on
all
a
in some
friendly
really
face.
cool ways.
I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that takes away from the assassin storytelling, knowing the whole thing is an RV thing, IMO.
Mad to think
Yeah.
we're at war 2
Other
years.
than Desmond, like once they
Fasting
got rid of
like
Desmond,
my cousins.
Desmond was actually learning how to do all of it by doing it. So like you have like this epic fight at the end of the third one where you're like fighting your way out of the building,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it just ends. I wish like
I could show you the way.
they
Well, on.
Desmond didn't die, but if knowing that they were going to do like a shit ton more games,
It'd be a great
right?
relief for the
Like
married
I don't even think Black Flag should have
understanding.
been there. They should have
Have a boat.
ended it. And if they wanted to, they could have done
Drink.
like a different version of the game where it just focuses on like different characters, different years, whatever. Now they're doing an Assassin's Creed one in Japan, right?
It's a mobile game.
Oh, it's a mobile game. Well, I was going to say, well, it's not going to compete with fucking Ghost of Tsushima anyway, so
Right.
I
Well,
just-
people have been asking for a samurai Assassin's Creed game for a decade, and Ghost of Tsushima beat them to the trick, and so now they're just playing second fiddle to them, playing catch up.
Married man of their 40.
But there's going to be a Chinese one as well. I think that's also a mobile game, and the big one is Assassin's Creed Infinity, and that's going to be their online service like GTA Online, and you get seasons of content with different time periods. And there's also Nexus,
Even so, I appear a
which
mere
is
kid
a
walking so close upon you.
VR
Perhaps a small dagger would suit me.
game
See what he
with
said.
individual chapters, replaying stories from Edward, Ezio, Altair, stuff like that. There's like 6 games coming
Lend us a
from
few reals,
Assassin's
then.
Creed in the next
Did
couple
save your
years.
skin.
and I don't give a shit about any of them. From my probably one of my favorite franchises to it went from one of my favorite franchises to I don't give a shit if a new game's coming out.
Man,
Where
I-
Gears of War is now like, oh, there's another game coming out, I still want to play it. Even though 4 and 5 are kind of like
Oh no, Matt. Get us a better view. What are we
more
looking
of a like retelling of the old stories but with the children. And then people are like, oh, it's woke because you have to play as Kate. And I'm like, not really. Because if you and they're like, oh, and the bad guys are all like women, and it's like, no, didn't you pay attention to any of the other stories? Like the women were the bad guys, and it always followed the two families of the Lotus Queen, who is or Locust Queen, sorry, who is the grandmother of Kate, who's the main character in 4 and 5, and then Marcus Phoenix.
We're not far.
Right? It's always followed like those two. Like the bad guy story follows that, and the good guys follow that all the way to JD. Right? So
well, for these games, I have enjoyed all of them all the way through Valhalla. Valhalla has some issues, but I still really enjoyed them all. But I'm not looking forward to the online service. I'm very worried about it because, it doesn't seem like it's going to be what I'm looking for, because I care about the stories, and they're going to have difficulty having a cohesive story narrative through it. If it's just, oh, this week we have these new characters that we're focusing on. So it's the story that I love, and the story is just not going to come across well in online service, in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see once we get closer how affected by wokeness Ubisoft is, because they've already been affected by it. Like, as much as I love the RPG trilogy, there's some wokeness in it, quite a bit.
like like I said, I haven't even played it, so I really don't notice any of the woke shit. And I didn't notice all the woke shit they were talking about in Gears of War. I just noticed that they don't actually understand Gears of War lore. And they're just like, oh, but yeah, I didn't even notice that there was any when I would watch Ryan play Odyssey. So
Dude,
I would just
even
complain
though
that
he's
it's
a
not.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Even though he's a terrible person, he's just so charismatic that I have to love him.
Who, Ryan or
Oh, Brian, that too, but Edward.
or Edward?
Like he was being a dick right there, but I still love the man for it.
I warned him.
All right, let's get into this bar fight.
I'm trying to think of the other voices he does.
Come on, lads. I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
Oh fuck! It's doing the tutorial. I have to do what it says instead of what I would actually be doing. All right, are you gonna let me? Come on. I wish you could turn off tutorials in some of these games.
I know, right?
I
Just
know
wanna
how to
skip
play.
through 'em.
One more. Come on.
And it's not that difficult of a system to remember. Like, I love the combat, but it's pretty simple.
Trying to think of what other. I'm pretty sure he does like voices in other video games. Otherwise, I just know him from all the DC shit. But I'm pretty sure he does other video games too.
He's got a great voice. Well, don't mind me, fellas. Whoa!
Oh, it says he was in Torchwood.
Who was he in Torchwood?
Dale? In the episode Meat, probably. That's what it says, I think, if I'm reading this right.
No, I don't remember him. I only saw Torchwood once. I need to rewatch it. It's been a long time. Did you ever worry much about the optional objectives?
Oh yeah, I did them all.
Did you?
Yeah. I
It depends.
completed Black Flag 100%.
Really? Oh, I've never done that. I've 100%ed Odyssey, and I think that's the only one I have. I have over 500 hours in Odyssey. I play a lot of Odyssey. It's my favorite of the franchise because of the Greek aspect. I kind of have to love it.
Hey man, play what you like, man.
I get judged a lot for saying that though, because apparently a lot of people think it's the worst of the series. So
The worst of the series. They've never played Unity then. They've never played Origins.
Unity's been fixed, so Unity's all right now.
Yeah, it's still the French Revolution.
I enjoy that time period, so I get something out of it. And I mean, it's a cliche story, Romeo and Juliet, but French, but it still does what it's trying to. But yeah, Origins has a lot of issues. I still play it every year or so, but
Sorry about the swift exit. Bit of a misunderstanding.
Origins is dog shit.
Oh,
Can't change my mind.
It was my doing. I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
I hated how they came up with the symbol, the assassin symbol. Did you ever get that far?
Soldiers confiscated my
Where?
In Origins, the origin of the assassin's
Where'd they gone?
symbol,
Nope.
like the triangle thing, the rounded triangle. It's because the main character in Origins dropped a bird skull in the sand, and we picked it up. He liked the shape it made in the sand, the indentation the skull had. That's it.
Nice. That's why I also hate Origin.
I hate that. And then the hidden blade is just like, oh, do you want a hidden blade? Here's a hidden blade. It's like, no, if it's the first one, I want to see the invention. I know the first one was canonically used to assassinate Xerxes. And that's from all the way back. Assassin's Creed 2 said that Xerxes was the first person to die by a hidden blade. So make Xerxes like the main character, or the Darius, the guy who killed Xerxes, the main character of the Orden story game. But they just randomly decided to make the Orden story Egyptian, and so we lost seeing the invention of the first hidden blade, and I really don't like that.
Split up to confuse them.
Yeah, a lot of stupid shit they do later on. Okay.
No, fuck. I don't have any of my weapons yet.
Buenos dias, senores. You're late. Yes, sir. See, we are very sorry. Our captain
These stalking missions are pretty fun too. They really went away after this game.
Yeah,
The
I
ta-
think this was the start of the downfall of the series, if you ask me. Even though it's probably one of the best games in the series, after that, I think they just tried to top it and they just kept
could be.
coming out with more and more dog shit.
Yes, sir. He is very
Yeah.
excited to meet you. Only he must be present.
I can definitely see that.
Senor. Hanging.
I mean, Syndicate was fun and I really liked it
The bell
for
will-
what it was, but I hated playing as Jacob. I was like, this doesn't feel right playing as Jacob.
Yeah, just make Evie the main character.
Uh-huh. And you can like have Jacob would have been okay, so you know how in Brotherhood and everything, I don't think you can have other assassins in this game, can you? On your team? That was only like Revelations and Brotherhood, right?
Yeah, no, you can't. There's like individual missions that might have Adewale helping you, but yeah, for the most part, it's just you.
Like what they should have had was Jacob be like a assistant. Like you
I
could
could see
use
that.
Jacob to come in and kill shit.
Come on.
Well, senor, the hanging will be started soon. Let's not dilly-dally. Yes, sir. We go.
It's hard to bypass the epicness of Brotherhood, though. Like, as much as I think it's the worst of the trilogy, the opening of Brotherhood is one of the most epic moments in the entire franchise. When you like wake up in bed with that woman, the cannonball is destroying your room. You jump out, get on your horseback, and ride through the city through a hailstorm of cannon fire. That's got to be one of the most epic moments in video game history.
Yeah, Syndicate has some good stuff, but it's like, I just makes me sad that I'm forced to play Jacob. Like that fucking brawl scene, like
No,
that
I hate
brawl
the
mission.
brawler.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Why do I have to be a fucking brawler? I was like, can I go back to Eevee where I can like do all this cool shit and kill people? Like,
If they let you choose between the two of them, I think it would be fine for people who want more the brawler style combat or the people who want the stealth combat, but they force you to choose in certain missions, and I think that's an issue.
like if let's say like a thing they could have done a lot better was dude, you suck.
I do suck. I fell. I tripped.
A thing they could have done a lot better was they could have gave you like two options of the story. Like if for certain missions, it
Fuck.
could be like you could play Jacob or Eevee, and then they had a special mission tailored to what they would have done in the mission.
Come on, go away. Go away. I'm just some random dude. There's not enough of a crowd here to blend into the crowd, unfortunately.
But yeah, basically you were forced to play Jacob and do a lot of stupid missions, and that's why I hated Syndicate a little bit. But Eevee's one of my favorite characters in all of Assassin's Creed.
I do love her as well. She's got a great story.
Story.
I do actually mean story, but you are also correct about the other thing.
Who's her face actress? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I
'Cause
don't
she
know
looks-
really any of their names besides Edward Kenway's actor.
She looks like super familiar though. Let's Google it. Google who was Evie Fry, right?
Yeah. It's Fry with an E
Fry's-
at the end.
Victoria Atkin is an English author and actress based in Los Angeles. She voiced and provided motion capture for Evie Fry. What else is she in?
What the hell? It was like in a corner, and it's like you're not going anywhere. I try to go forward, and then it's like, you're just doing like this instead of climbing
I
that
could have
railing.
swore this girl was in a movie I just watched yesterday.
Does she look like Evie, or did they just use the motion capture and voice?
Motion capture and voice, and her face kind of looks similar.
Does she?
Oh
The
shit!
kiss.
She's voicing one of the voices in the game I'm playing, or not the game I'm playing right now, but the game I'm playing in a couple weeks that came out yesterday.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
The Cassandra voice actor from Odyssey, she does not look anything like Cassandra. Not at all. So I wasn't sure if it would actually look like it.
Oh, she also voices some humans in Shadow of War.
Does she?
Yeah.
She's talented then. Did you see the 50th anniversary video Ubisoft put out called Leap Through History? They
No.
had live action actors playing all the roles of the big assassins throughout the games.
Mhm.
And the Eevee one was actually the one that looked the most accurate. A lot of the other ones, it was kind of janky, and Edward was pretty good. Edward's was all right, but like Cassandra's was really off. It's a decent enough video. It's a little cheesy. I mean, it's a lot cheesy, but it was fun. It's a fun little video to celebrate the anniversary.
Yeah, she looks like Eevee. And she was in
All right, I'm gonna take these prostitutes. I'm tired of running around.
right. Gotta love the prostitutes. Until they all go away when you have like guards walk by.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you need them, they leave.
They're like, sorry, I'm distracting all these guards for you.
I know the crowd mechanic like makes sense. Like if you're in a crowd, you're less likely to be spotted. But if a dude is walking towards you with women just at prong distances, all looking at you, I would be a little suspicious still.
I know, right? Fucking hilarious though. It almost looks like they're at a hanging.
They are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do I have to save this guy? I don't think I have to save this guy.
I accompany him to the Castillo. No, sir. Captain Mendoza will have it sent to you, I believe. You will see.
A lot of the. But Jed, you are a John in this game.
Captain Mendoza.
Is what it
I'm
says.
a John?
No, sir.
Yes.
He is El Tiburon.
I don't-
Tiburon, Governor Torres' man.
I don't know what that's in reference to me.
Maybe it is a pimp, and you have your hose, and you're trying to sell them. I don't know.
So
That or it means you have a penis. One of the two. All those women at your peck and call. Wait, it's peck and call? All this time I thought it was Beck with a B. Like
It
the
is.
beer.
Yeah, it is. I think he might be referencing the fact that he has no nipples from earlier. So, nippleless peck and call. I think he was doing some wordplay there.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't understand most wordplay.
Let them have it.
Let them have it. Show them your boobies. Let them have the boobies.
Distract them with the titties.
All right, is there anyone else down there? Looks like it's just him. Yeah, this part I've tried to pickpocket before, but yeah, it does not work if you
Wait,
try to pickpocket.
can you pick well, a lot of times I would just go into the what's it called? Into the hay. And that's how I would usually pickpocket them.
Yeah.
I've never actually killed him to pickpocket.
Really? Oh, I kill him every time.
I thought I would fail it if I killed him, so I just...
It just
I
says
don't-
get it. Doesn't say how.
I just...
Oh, and I love these fortresses. They're a great part of the game.
Oh, yeah, the fortresses. I spent a lot of time taking those over. But I really liked stealth games like Splinter Cell. When you play the co-op, it's like spies versus mercenaries. And there was usually the same like 15 people in the game. So like I got well known by people. They'd be like, oh shit, we used to play this game together. And I ran into someone like 3 years ago saying they used to play with me on Blacklist.
Really?
On Splinter Cell Blacklist, yeah. Because like my name was pretty well known on the Ubisoft servers. Because I was very high
No,
ranked.
what the fuck? Why won't you stay in there? You fucking cheese whiz.
Oh shit, you got tackled. Kill them all. Stab them with your ding dong.
I don't have any equipment yet.
Who needs equipment when you have a ding dong? Right? You just hit them with it. It's like a hammer. They're saying all these words. You had a chance to human shield them.
I know, I wasn't close enough.
Yeah. Oh, you died. You suck. Oh, no, wait, you're still alive, barely.
Oh, I got shot while I was in the air.
Trash.
I love the body flops in this game when you die.
I walk in and hear Biggles talking about ding dongs. What the hell? Typical Biggles.
It
Does
is.
that.
It is very typical.
Ding dongs are great snacks, okay?
It sounds
They're
so.
They're from Hostess.
Yeah, the women love my Twinkie and my ding dongs.
But yeah, I used to clipping that. Okay. That works. I'm perfectly okay with that. But yeah, I used to be like well known on the Ubisoft servers. And people would be like, yeah, I used to play with you. And I was like, no shit. He's like, yeah, well, there was only like 15 people that would play that game. And then like on the Assassin's Creed, I would get different people all the time and just wreck them. I got really good at figuring out which person was the real one. There was like a little indicator that you had to realize that you were seeing it. And it's like when you walk into groups to like hide, and they can like counter you too. So like when you head into little groups, there's like a little thing, right? You know how it does its little like it does like a little. I don't know how to explain it.
I've never played the co-op.
No,
By the
no,
time
I mean
got
like
into-
when you walked into that group of prostitutes, how it did like a little thing.
Oh, yeah, the swoosh.
Yeah, it does the little swoosh, and there was a little difference on the player one, so that's how you would be able to figure it out. But they could counter you by the time you saw that, so you had to be like careful with it. And most of the time, I would be able to counter them before they realized which one I was, and they'd have to get lucky and guess which one I was.
No, really?
But most of the time, I would get first or second on those, and then when it was like when it was the big free for alls, I'd always get first. Oh, you got caught.
Not yet. How's that guy not dead? Oh, he killed his friend.
And then he committed suicide after killing his friend.
Oh, that
He's
is
like-
great.
He shot his friend in the head, and then he's like, "No, I cannot live without you," and jumped off with him.
They're secretly boyfriends, secret lovers. They could not live without each other. It's a tragic love story. right, go the other way. There's too many of them there in a group. Ooh, there's an animus fragment down there. I don't actually care.
They were Disney fanboys. That's what Tranquil Water says.
Yes, they were Disney fanboys. They're like, oh, we're gonna go see Black Panther this weekend. Oh, I'd rather do a murder-suicide.
I'd rather kill my best friend and then die.
No, that was a glitch. It had me killing both of them at the same time, even though it only did the animation for one.
Hey, all you need to do is kill one, okay?
Yes,
An
it was
anus
an
fragment.
anus. Yes. Animus, but yeah, an anus.
Anus
fragment would be-
fragments are his favorite. He loves getting those anus fragments.
Yeah, I don't know why the guy thought I would get his salt back from or whatever that is. It's like 5 casts of it. I can't parkour out of here with 5 casts of salt.
Just put it on your back. Yeah, what I don't like about like the later games too is they added some cool mechanics in 2 and then they were never there anymore. And I was like, what the fuck is this dog shit? Give me back all those cool stuff from 2. And then they just kept evolving the combat and it kept getting worse, if you ask me. I know some people like Odyssey's combat system and everything,
Ooh, I love that Odyssey's combat system.
but it's not anything like Assassin's Creed, and it's just like
Oh
fucking-
yeah, no, it's very much its own thing.
all those games are like completely different, and I don't like any of it.
The problem is Odyssey was trying so hard to be The Witcher 3.
Oh, it's no great loss.
So I do love The Witcher 3, so that
plenty
love
of
does
cargo
transfer
here to
onto a
make
game
money.
that's very much like
Will you
it,
stay here
but it
long?
does kind of hurt the franchise as a
weeks,
whole,
yes.
trying something like
Then
that.
back to Barbados to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
you
Did
ever
he
seen
say
the
sail
show-
for NASA?
Nassau is
Nassau.
crawling with pirates.
Oh,
Seems
It's a pirate capital of the Caribbean. You ever seen the show Black Sails?
Oh God,
no.
that would be.
You,
an
you should
adventure.
watch it. It's really great
No,
pirate
no,
stuff.
I'm a
They
husband and a
spend most of
father, I
their
have
time in Nassau,
responsibilities.
but
Life
it's a
can't be
great
all
TV
pleasure
show.
and distraction,
Only like
Duncan.
3 or 4 seasons. It's very good.
Hey, our bonnet. The name's Edward, in truth. Duncan's only a handle.
Ah, secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
The governor, right. I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
This game does hurt for villains a little bit. The governor's not great. The best villain of the franchise is Brotherhood's villain, though. The Borgia, Caesar
Mhm.
Borgia. He is definitely the best out of all of them. Like, Aspasia in Odyssey, she turned out to be good in the end, so that was a little disappointing. Or Deimos would be the other one, and he was weird. For Origins, I can't even tell you who the main bad guy was. Syndicate. It was like the Bishop or something like that. Yeah, this series does have a villain problem. Very Marvel forgettable type one-off villains.
Well, the Pope was the bad guy in the fucking trilogy, wasn't he? And then
In the
fuck-
Ezio trilogy,
yeah, the Pope.
there was that one bishop, but he died in Brotherhood. He got replaced by Caesar.
I
Each
thought
each
he
game
was
had
the
their own
Pope.
villain. No, he wore like cardinal robes or whatever at the end of Assassin's Creed 2. It's probably why you're thinking of him. But yeah, no, the Pope. I don't think we even saw a Pope in the entire series.
I thought the Pope was the bad guy in the fucking trilogy.
No, I just replayed the Ezio trilogy like 2 weeks ago.
Buenos dias. Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he is expecting me.
Okay. Let's see. Googling who's the villains. The first villain was the head of the order, right? The head of the
The Massouf leader of the Brotherhood.
yeah.
I don't remember his name. What's Element?
I don't remember.
No me fío.
I just want to see in order. In order.
Parece un hombre rudo.
The second one would have been the bishop, the Borgia guy.
Prince Ahmet is from Revelations. Who cares? Okay, this is like a multiple page thing. I'm not going through all of those.
Yeah, Revelations just sort of had a villain. The main deal was exploration and figuring out
Would I be correct in
Altair's
thinking you
history,
are
so that one
Duncan
really didn't
Walpole?
have a strong
indeed.
villain.
I thought as much.
Woods Rogers. A pleasure.
Same. I must say, my wife has a
Rodrigo Borgia, who ends up becoming Pope Alexander VI,
You met
the
her
main villain
Really?
in Assassin's Creed 2.
Paul.
He spends the entire
She
game
called you
as just a
devilishly
normal
handsome.
leader who
Yeah, but he
become-
becomes the bishop. He
It's the
becomes the
irony.
bishop.
Broke my
Yeah, the
jealousy.
bishop.
Or no, he becomes the Pope.
And then he
Yes, the
dies in the
mother has
second one.
arrived, Mr. Duncan
He didn't have time to
Walpole.
become the Pope.
Ah.
No, but he became the Pope.
Julien Ducasse.
It says right
How?
here.
Conversion to our order is an honest one. I
But
have no
he's-
love for
This is what it says. Oh wait, hold
Because
on.
his son Caesar takes over in Brotherhood.
I
Caesar's
have
the
not
villain of
come to
Brotherhood.
disappoint.
Well then,
Did he
son of
become the
him.
Pope at the very end?
The old man
Yeah.
isn't just yet.
He becomes the Pope.
It
You're
can't
trying
have
to
been
kill
for
him the whole
long.
time, and he becomes the Pope.
It must have been in the last few
You've got my
minutes.
two best pairs of matched
Well,
pistols.
At the very end of the game, he's fighting you in the Pope outfit. When
I
you're
thought that was
getting-
just a
when you're
bishop
getting-
outfit.
If you like. Get
No,
a
it's the Pope outfit, and he's fighting you to get
carry 9 on his person.
or with the staff of Eden or something like that, right? I think.
Yeah, he does have a staff.
Sadly.
And he was
Right.
using that with the apple to open up the vault that was under the temple.
Has a good kick, yes? I long for the day where one firearm carries 4 bullets, and not the opposite. I have a friend in England you may like to meet, Julian. James Puckle. He's working on something extraordinary. Magnifique.
I don't know how I missed that. I just replayed those games like last week. I got them on Switch on discount. All right, there it goes.
You do assassinate a bishop, though. The archbishop in 2.
Come on.
All right. Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties.
All right.
Remember, hit every target within the allotted time.
All right, come on, reload faster.
An off day.
So according to this, he was the Pope in the game for 11 years.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades?
He's
I've never seen
barely in the
assassins
second
so
one.
ill-equipped.
Damaged, sadly, beyond all repair.
in Brotherhood. Because yeah, he's like a defeated, hobbled old man in Brotherhood because you
Where did
beat
you
him at
find
the end
all
of the
these?
second one.
I did not.
In the sequel Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, he's still the Pope, but is later killed by his son Caesar
Mhm.
out of rage.
Yeah, I remember that. I just thought he was a bishop. I did not realize he was the Pope. I guess I should pay more attention in the cutscene.
Custom, aye.
Duncan, will you indulge us with a demonstration of your techniques?
Well,
We must. We put together a training course in anticipation of your arrival. We'll be ashamed to leave here without seeing you in action.
yes, of course. Well, I mean, if there
I
is
know
time, I
how to
would gladly
assassinate people. I've been doing it the
show
whole
you what I
game.
know.
Here, you see.
Are you sure?
Well suited to
I
your
have. Well,
skill.
now I have hidden blades. It doesn't really
Have a go.
change
A blade in a crowd
how
is
it
always
happens.
the simplest. Nothing grandiose, just quick and clean.
Blade to the heart.
Quite ingenious to use bales of hay for cover, don't you think?
Yes, if you stay in the hay.
God, on, that's the spirit.
I could have swore you killed him at the end of the second one, but you kept him alive because he was the Pope or something, and you couldn't kill him.
Especially around
Yeah, you beat him. You kick his ass, and actually, at the end of the second one, you think you've killed him. You leave him for dead, but when you come out of the temple, he's gone. I think this is a blend.
God blind me, that's a clever trick.
Your aerial kills have a poetic beauty, despite their conspicuous quality.
Come on, let me climb. Yes, I would if you let me climb. And whoosh. I do love aerial kills. He's right. They're pretty badass. Ooh, can I kill a chicken?
To deliver a killing blow at high speed.
You're going to kill a chicken?
I can't.
Mon Dieu, such a powerful strike.
Fascinating.
Very fascinating.
The assassins
These
are
two
trained well,
sub-villains are pretty good, though. I do
Chose a
enjoy them in
perfect
this
time
game.
to leave them behind.
We just don't spend enough
Great
time with
risk, I
them.
imagine. Betraying the assassins is never good for one's health.
Well, neither is drinking liquor, but I am drawn to its dangers all the same.
There you go. That's a good one.
Business here, sir. Are you an associate of the governor's or a pending acquaintance like myself?
Guns,
Choking
blades,
chickens.
cannons,
Wasn't able to.
tornadoes. Anything that
Dude,
may kill
I
a
forgot to tell you.
Choking your chicken.
A smuggler of
That's
sorts.
what.
And how
That's
is
the
the
joke.
wife these days, Captain Rogers? Is she here in Havana?
I didn't tell
I
you,
trust
but
she's well,
I
but
hate
I
our
wouldn't know.
generation, man.
I've been in Madagascar some 14 months hunting.
We're
for-
talking to
Yours
this
is-
girl.
I'm
Dodge the criminal.
technically not in your generation.
You technically a
future,
millennial?
I hope to use
Yeah.
these same tactics.
I'm
throughout.
near the upper end of millennials too.
Deal with that kind.
Very
I'm
simply,
like 3 years younger than the oldest in my generation.
I merely offered them a choice. Take a
So
pardon
you're
and
over
return to
30?
England penniless,
Yeah.
men, or be hanged by the neck until
I did
death.
not realize you were over 30.
I
Yeah.
imagine NASA would be your next target.
Very astute,
Well,
Duncan.
I hate my generation then. I was talking
Best
to
of
this
luck with
girl who last night at a bar, and she heard I was in the military. So her first question was, what are your thoughts on
Grandmaster
America's
Clarence.
imperialism?
Mr. Duncan Walpole.
It was not a good place to start. And then she's like, what music do you listen to? Are you listening to rap? Because rap is
We're expecting 1 week
anti-authoritarianism.
ago.
And if you don't listen to rap, you're
Apologies,
not
Governor. My ship
anti-authoritarianism.
was
Are you
set
not
upon by pirates.
anti-authoritarianism?
We were
It's like,
scuttled. I
I'm not
arrived only
listening to
yesterday.
music for its anti-authoritarianism quality.
Actually,
salvage from these pirates the island.
actually, rappers love the government. They love the government. Why do you think they fucking rap about welfare checks and shit? Fucking motherfucker. I would have been like, you're basically the girl who wears full punk shit and then fucking wear a mask. Fucking poser. Yeah, did I tell you about that? We were in
Assassins have more resources than I had
we
imagined.
were in the airport on our way to Orlando, and
Mhm.
I saw people in full punk gear, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then I saw their masks, and I was like, "Poser!" As I walked
Yeah.
by.
How are you punk in that situation?
Yeah, how are you a punk rocker? Well, now like all the old punk bands are like, you gotta take the vaccine because the government told you it's good for you, so it's good for you. And they're like, all their songs were used to be like, I don't like Green Day is the biggest like pieces of shit there are when it comes to like posers. And they actually have a concert in Arizona pretty soon.
Do
it's like
they?
it's like a festival, yeah. They're like
The only thing I
headliner.
know about Green Day was from a Community episode.
No. Well, they
That's
they
all I
have
know
a
about them.
they have a song. I don't want to be an American idiot, right? So Weird Al did Canadian Idiot, which is better than American Idiot.
Oh, you gonna watch that new Weird Al movie with David Radcliffe?
Yeah, I want to.
Daniel?
To guide
I want to.
motivated minds.
It looks pretty fun.
Sober thought.
But yeah, real punk, yeah, isn't a
Father
thing
of
anymore.
understanding's light.
Yeah, but so they were like, I don't want to be an American idiot, right? And now they're basically are controlled by the media, right?
Council
And then they said one nation controlled by the media, and now Green Day's completely controlled by the media. They say whatever they want, right? They're fucking poser ass bitches. Fuck those pussies. I just listened to Live After Death for the good songs.
Decades now, I have
Or
endeavored
Live After Death? Live?
this
Live?
conservatory. A
Live?
place
Live?
being a tool of
I hate
incredible
words that have
Live.
two different.
It
I
houses
hate
Live.
words.
It's live.
here, if you like.
I hate
Power to locate and
words that
monitor
are spelled
every
completely the
man
same and said differently
Only imagine
because I never know which one to
who has
use.
such a power. With this device, there would be no secrets among
Like
men, no
motherfuckers.
lies, no treason.
This game has one of the coolest pieces of Eden, or like MacGuffin. It's not a MacGuffin; it's a location, so I guess
Is
it
it
can't
the
be
apple?
MacGuffin.
No, wait, no.
It's the observatory where they can spy on anyone as long as they've got their blood.
Oh yeah.
One man who does. a man named
That's one of the scariest
Robert.
ones. Like, yeah, the apple can control people in your exact vicinity, but the observatory privacy is non-existent. That's way more like controlling free will, spying on you everywhere. There's nothing more scary
Indeed they
from a
will.
government organization, which the Templars all
Thanks to
control, than
Duncan
something
and the
like that.
information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer.
It's live, not live.
All
Or
will
it's
be
Man,
alive,
I-
not
tomorrow,
live.
gentlemen.
I see words, I get confused, man. Like fuck.
Until then, let us drink.
You know that song Flavor of the Week?
Find
I always thought it was like week as in WEEK,
kings
but
will
it was
Mhm.
clergy.
WEAK because it was making fun of the guy the whole time.
Yeah.
Because he's the weak and she's his current flavor that he likes. So that's why I thought when you listen to it, it's weak with a EE, but it's weak
Yeah.
with an EA. And I didn't know that until it came up on my like Pandora. I know I use Pandora and not Spotify, but
I look
whatever.
forward to it.
Excelente. Meet me down at the docks first thing tomorrow morning.
That's how you know I'm old.
No, I used Pandora once a while ago.
But what do you use now?
Spotify.
See?
Spotify.
When everybody moved over, like there was this, so Twitch had an integration system where you could like have Spotify on it. And then
Yeah.
they were like, oh, you can't do this anymore because everybody's just started copywriting your shit.
Mm. Yeah, you can still do it in Steam, but yeah, I wouldn't stream something like that. I'm gonna
Okay,
get
so some guy just proposed to his girlfriend at something with a
Mhm.
ring pop and she smacked him across the
I
face.
saw that video.
That's fucking great.
Well, he had a real ring too, but he just wanted to start out with the joke.
That's fucking hilarious.
Something I would do, honestly, not in public like that, but I can see myself using a ring pop in private.
Ask Jeremy about ring pops next time you talk to him before the stream. Ask him what he did with a ring pop.
Morning, Duncan. Just over here.
Okay.
Yeah, ask him about the ring pop story.
I know what an 8-track is, Tranquil. I know what an 8-track is. Never used one, but I know what it is, and I have no idea what an LP
He
is,
just
though.
called you Edward.
Oh, that's the merchant.
I
who
mean-
sold me here. Out of caution, I gave him a false
My
name.
father had LPs and record players for all
Oh,
three
damn.
speeds. Well, we used to have a record player, and I'm pretty sure
Very punctual, Duncan. This way.
my sisters had an 8-track.
Man, both Templars and
Dude,
assassins
I
sought for
hate
over
this
a decade.
bitch.
I am told your surname is Roberts. Is this so?
I had
He is
cassette players.
just a cunt.
You recognize
Cassette
me?
players were out when I was younger, and then by the time I hit
According to old tales,
kindergarten is when the CD players came on.
The observatory.
Ozzy on a 45 played
Or
backwards.
only its location. Perhaps Mr. Roberts will be eager to provide.
Oh, something that just happened in the game reminded me of it. Unity had this really weird graphical choice that it made. I know you don't care much about the graphics, but you know what focus on a camera means?
Yeah,
Yes.
where it like follows you like directly, like it's
Yeah, like it blurs out whatever it's not focusing on.
yeah.
And I mean, like all movies and video games do it. Video games have to do it digitally, but like even right now, like the background is blurred compared to
Precursor race.
him and what's right in front of him.
Mhm.
Well, especially in the cutscenes of Unity, they don't do it with the camera. They don't use focus. For some reason, they just like turn off the textures for the stuff in the back. It looks really janky. It just like worse models in the background, and then if they change focus, they improve the quality as the camera shifts towards it. It is so jarring in a few cutscenes, especially the ones with Napoleon in Versailles. It's like, what am I watching? Just do a digital focus like every video game ever has done. Why are you just like dropping the texture quality?
Yeah, dude, Unity was such fucking dog shit. Here, Biggles Wikipedia. He's going to send me to like a porn site, isn't he?
I mean, he tried to get us to go to Naked News earlier. Or maybe that was Judge Dredd.
Oh, the Iron Maiden album?
It could be anywhere.
Then I've probably actually listened to that fucking record. Most of the time, I don't even know what record or what album.
Why don't I have dual
songs are from.
pistols? Oh yeah, I don't know albums very well. Come on, reload my single pistol faster. I'm protecting you, sir. You having fun down there? All right, let's keep moving.
Boom. Are you killing other assassins?
Yeah, right now I'm working for the Templars. We just met the Sage, and the assassins are trying to stop us from figuring out how to use them. All right, who's still fighting?
I keep getting blamed for spending people to nude sites. I don't do that on cam, only in private chats. Makes sense.
He has done it a few times, though, or sent us videos that are a little too risque for YouTube.
I remember one time. So you know how
Why are you running away now? I was waiting for you.
BRCC is based out of Arizona.
BRCC?
Yeah, just think of a bad site, and that's what does BRCC would stand for. There's a black couch, if it helps. And I remember someone sending me something and was like, "Hey, isn't this the girl that you hooked up with on Halloween?"
Well, Tranquil, nude yoga is also on YouTube. It just depends on the context and the type of channel you have, what you're allowed to do. And on live streams, they're way more strict about it than they are in videos.
But
yeah, there's nude yoga. It's not going to be okay. They just poisoned me, man. I don't like being poisoned.
Stop him!
Nude yoga, BRB.
All right. I hate you, little bastard. I will take great pleasure in hitting your ass.
You want to hit his ass? That's kinky.
Super kinky.
Come here, I'm gonna thank you, big boy.
It's gotta be painful. I hate this bitch. In a good way. Like, he's a great character, a great villain, but yeah, he's... Ugh. As a person.
Well, isn't that what makes them a great villain? Is them being a...
Yeah, no. It's perfect. It's well written, absolutely. It's just... He's one of those, like, Umbridge type villains. That's what I always compare these types of villains to.
Is that the Harry Potter bitch that no one likes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It's the same thing with Yennefer, though, from the Witcher. Like, she's a great character who I love, but if I met her in person, I would bitch slap the shit out of her.
If I met
hate
her in person, I'd give her my ding dong. Okay. Be like, you want a ding dong? I'd share my
You
ding
want
dong
a
with
ding
her.
dong? Hail Lady B in the chat. Are these very era appropriate
You're a
costumes
nimble one,
then?
I'll give you that.
Sounds like they are. That's cool. Yeah, I love this costume of how they integrated 1700s garbs with the assassin robes. Love how they did it. Come on, up. Up means up. Up doesn't mean nothing.
Be faster, Chad.
Make it easy on both of us, mate.
Turn on the turbo.
The turbo must be on. Up. Where are you going?
Stop, or I'll need.
Are you drunk?
He went right when I pressed left. There's nothing right about that.
Nah, you're drunk. Don't worry about it.
He did just say a minute ago that he still likes liquor, even though it's damaging to his health.
Not really period appropriate. But I love the style. There you go. Look at that. This is Black Flag. We are playing Black Flag today, and by we I mean him, and I'm just the commentator and the reader, which is funny because I fucking suck at reading.
That's why we do it. We hope that you mess up for entertainment value. Ooh, he's coming this way. I see you, little bastard.
Ask him if he wants your ding dong, and then throw a ding dong at him. Throw a hostess ding dong at him. Oh, now you.
There you are. Oh, I have to. All right, hit me. Come on, hit me.
Oh, you
Hit
were just
me.
fighting Southpaw for a second.
Come on. Fuck yeah. I like the double ear clap. I just hit on him.
Lapdog.
Quiet.
We'll see him to the prisons, Grandmaster.
That's awesome. Have fun with the game. I need to get dressed, but I wanted to say hi.
Well, I'll
Oh,
be.
hello.
Well, hello, Lady B.
And thank you for stopping by.
Must be more cautious.
Lady
I do
Bosoms.
wish I could remain to see our drama done, but I must avail myself of these winds and sail for England.
By all means, Captain, speed and fortune to you.
With luck, I'll return myself a governor. And with my idiot king's blessing, no less. Adios.
As for you, Mr. Walpole, I consider this the first payment in a long-term investment. Gracias.
Obliged.
I would like you to be present for the interrogation tomorrow. Call around noon.
Yes, sir.
It's a hefty sack.
That's what she said.
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. All right. Where's the next mission marker? It's this way. Yes, it is. Run, run, jump. What is that song? Run, run, jump, jump like an eagle. I don't know. I don't
You
think
mean
eagles
George of the Jungle? Watch out for
Yeah,
that
but-
tree.
Yeah, no, I know George of the Jungle, but there's a point in that song where he does run, run, jump, run. Like there's something like that.
I don't know.
There's a song that's like got basically the same tune that does run, run, jump. I don't know. Maybe the chat can help, or maybe
don't
I'm
know.
just having a stroke.
Maybe you're just mentally disabled.
Challenge? Yeah, it might very well be the case. Especially if you listen to some of the commenters on my videos and on Twitter.
I mean, they're right.
Come, let's have a toast.
Oh, so I'm waiting for like the weird like woke people to find my review of Valkyrie Chronicles 4 because it's so I'm pretty sure Nirvana and Crystal are lesbians, and that's why Nirvana gets so fucking angry when, spoiler alert, Crystal dies.
What game?
Valkyria Chronicles 4, the one I've been playing and posting all my videos on.
Yeah.
When she dies,
Where they were.
she's like, "Fuck you, it's all your fault," blah blah, and she's just like super angry. And like Crystal, like all the scenes you have between the two, she's like, "Oh my God, Nirvana, blah 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 blah, Lieutenant Victor, blah blah blah," right? Like obsessive. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's a character Rossetti who is
I must speak to.
like a femboy, but might be trans because they their name is something different, and then they go by Rossetti and they dress like a woman rather than a boy. But it doesn't say they were originally a boy. They just said they had a different name. So it's like, yeah, and then you got this character that's I don't know, what do you call it, trans? I don't know. And then you got your angry lesbian type, but I cut out angry because I didn't want to like have people more angry. So I was like, you have your lesbian types, and it does like a jump cut. And I was like, and then you have your grumpy old men. And I
You
said,
just
one,
left that in.
well, I was like, I don't want to deal with this smoke, right? So I'm waiting for them to find it and be like, what do you have wrong against the trans character? And like just start yelling at me and be like, dude, I didn't say anything bad about the trans character. I was talking about the representation in the game, you fucking dickhead. Like, there you go. There's your representation. But like they
I'm
were
not
just
drunk, Tranquil. I actually haven't had anything to drink after last night where I drank too much. I'm dead sober right now. Edward
Yeah.
isn't, but I am.
Yeah, so I'm kind of waiting for like the woke people to find the review and just like start getting angry at me and giving me all that that interaction that goes to
Yeah, the stuff I got during Prey.
well just to
Ryan
give me
Light.
all just to give me all that interaction for my channel for to help the algorithm. Be like, thanks, dude. I wasn't even saying that it was a bad thing, you know. I just who cares? But
There's a rather long chat from Legatus a few chats ago. Could you read that for me?
yeah,
Can't look away for that long.
a word in there that I wasn't sure what it meant, so I was going to try to avoid it and hope you read it. When he gets in scraps, when he makes his escape with the help of his friend Ape named Ape, then always he'll slip on his elephant shep, while fellas and Ursula stay in step with George of the jungle, friend to you and me. Ah, watch out for that tree.
I love that movie.
I'm guessing that's the first part of the song, but like,
There's definitely some song that has a very similar tune that goes run, run, jump, fly like an eagle, or some shit like that.
Bigglesmets, you are going to get called Ryan Light. Well, that would be an honor, because Ryan and I are very, very similar. Except I have the eating habits of Jeremy, which I was
So
very.
you're Ryan Light, but I am Ryan's brother. That's what everyone says when they see me on the live streams. It's Ryan's brother. So you're Ryan Light. I'm Ryan's brother. Be a big family.
Tranquil Water says, send me a link so I can read, because I can't. Just Google George of the Jungle lyrics. Flight of Icarus is what you are thinking about, Jed.
Is it?
I think that's
Come
it.
on.
Yeah.
Can you look that up? Because I don't know what Flight of Icarus is. Fuck off. Come here. Come here,
It's
you
the
little
story
bastard. You can
where
hear me.
Icarus flies to the.
I know the myth. I don't know the song, though. Come on, walk over here, you little bastard. You can hear me. You're turning around. He's like, oh, something's there. Fuck it.
Fly on your way like an eagle, fly as high as the sun. On your way like an eagle, fly and touch the sun. Is that the song you're thinking of?
Does it have run, jump in
No.
it?
No.
All right, run, jump is the part that I know is in it. Fly like an eagle might just be a different song, but I know there's a song that goes run, jump. Unless I'm retarded.
Run, jump, fly lyrics from Michael Patrick Kelly. Let's see. Let's run, 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 and jump, fly. Let's run, 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 and jump, fly. We're going, give one shot, one life. Let's run, 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 and jump, fly. Does that
Who
sound
wrote
right?
that?
Michael Patrick Kelly?
I have no fucking clue who that is. I'm seriously having a stroke right now. Oh, fuck.
Jump and Run lyrics by Golden Earring. This just says jump and run. It doesn't say run, jump. Run, jump, swim.
No. I think you had it with that first one. I just have no idea who that person is. Yes, a brain fart. It is a serious one, man. I don't know why that tune is in my head when apparently it doesn't actually exist.
Hey, man. I make stuff up all the time. A song came on the radio and I was so excited because I only knew the Weird Al version of it. And then I heard the real song and I was like, man, this song sucks dick. Like Weird Al made it good.
Yeah, he did that for a few of them. I definitely prefer his American Pie.
Oh, no, not OD Superhero. That's a different one.
It's the
Vader
Phantom
one.
Menace song.
The Saga Begins. The Saga Begins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Saga Begins. As the sun breaks above the ground, an old man stands on a hill. As the ground warms to the first rays of the light, a bird song shatters the still.
Very nice.
His eyes are ablaze. See the madman in
dude.
his gaze.
I had a serious brain fart when we were in Orlando. Beardo was quizzing Blabs on famous songs, and he was playing this one, which to me sounded exactly like the main theme to Pirates of the Caribbean. Like it was beat for beat. I still swear to God, Beardo is fucking with us. It's still got to be Pirates of the Caribbean. And Blabs has no fucking clue what it is. She's just oblivious. And I just go, come on, Blabs, how do you not know this song? And when nobody guesses it, Beardo's like, all right, Jed, what is this song? Like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like, the fuck it is. This is Archangel. It's like, oh, fuck. Sorry, Blabs.
Basta ya!
I didn't kill anyone. I swear. It's not my fault that these bodies are all around me.
True name, rogue.
It's Captain Piss Off.
Rien qu'un pauvre paysan. Where is the sage? Did you set him free?
I had nothing to do with that.
I need to figure out how to watch Roku TV so I can watch that Weird Al movie.
Send him to Sevilla with the treasure fleet.
I don't know where it's at.
I delivered your
The trailer for it looked pretty funny, like the Baloney song. The trailer featured him coming with the Baloney song.
Well, it's on Roku TV, so Roku? Yeah, Roku. Yeah. That's where you have to go to see it.
A despicable display. This tosspot is a ruined man, Caroline. Unfit for life on land, much less at sea. If he goes to the West Indies, it's you who'll suffer.
Roku.
Father! Come, love. Up with you now.
That old muckworm! He's wrong about me!
Do I have to sign up for this to watch it, or can I just watch it and then...
Leave me, don't you?
I think you need a Roku, don't you?
See me.
I don't know.
Standing out there on the deck of a ship that's sliding into port.
Because, yeah, I think you need a Roku.
And there I am, a man of quality. With 1,000 doubloons spilling from my pockets. Like drops of rain. I can see it.
These blacked out windows are kind of creepy, though. In all these memory scenes. Ooh, I added something to StreamYards, man. I've been wanting this clip forever. It's been in my head. I had no idea where it came from, but I finally found it while I was watching the show the other day, and I'm so glad I found it. We're going to be using it randomly.
That is a woman.
I just love how he says woman in that, so it's going to be one of my new regulars. I'm going to look for that forever, man.
You hungry?
It looks like it was cut off a little bit before he finished saying the word.
Yeah, he starts to say something else, but yeah, it says woman.
Yeah.
That is a woman.
So you know how I texted you saying I used the Doctor Who quote in, or not a quote, but I was talking about the 11th hour episode.
Yeah, and I was
Because,
very
like,
proud of you. Prisoner's Hero has escaped.
Yeah, the very next day, my phone was filled with Matt Smith shorts of him playing Doctor Who.
You're like in
every
YouTube
time I
Shorts?
went on, yeah, every time I went on YouTube. So my phone is
Mhm.
definitely listening to me. And
Oh,
it's
that
kinda
happens all the
creepy,
time.
but it's like, usually YouTube's based off what you watch.
Not what you randomly say when Google's listening to you.
Yeah.
Ooh, ammo.
Oh, what
Oh,
show
some-
am I looking for? Valkyrie Chronicles, the anime. If you can find me a link to that, then you're awesome. Because there's an anime of the first game. AC Brotherhood was the last AC game that I had 100% sync on. I gave up on full synchronization after that. Too much grind.
Hail, son of Jockster, thank you for joining us. Yeah, the only one that I ever did was Odyssey. That's the only one that I've gotten 100% on. None of the older ones have I ever done.
I did 100% up to Black Flag. And then Unity was too fucking broken for me to want to play it. I just wanted to play the co-op.
Christ, the seas are uneasy today.
And then I played Syndicate, but I hated playing Jacob so much that I gave up on trying to get it on that. And then I played Origin and I was like, yep, fuck this. They ruined the series. I'm out. 100% out. Never coming back.
I think, yeah, I think the main reason my perspective is different than yours on especially those last three is those are the three that I started with.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it got progressively better from my perspective.
Understandable.
There's many prisoners held on these ships.
Yeah, it was Odyssey was first, and I think Origins was second.
You never finished Unity. Is it worth it? No, it's not.
Not 100%ing it, no, but the story wise, yeah, the base story, I enjoy the base story quite a bit. We get a lot more inner workings of the Brotherhood than we really have in a long time because most of the assassins we follow are like rogues, whereas that one you follow someone who's actually a member of a Brotherhood and has to follow orders. We don't get that very often.
Well, Altair was supposed to follow orders, but in the fucking prologue, he fucking breaks all the orders and.
Oh yeah, Altair does not do well with authority.
Link in Jed's Discord, you're welcome. You have it?
Looks like, yeah, he added it to my Discord. Can I double assassinate? Oh, that works.
Is that?
Oh, I love this mission.
There's a catch to this favor. You're sailing with me.
The only game I've ever 100%ed the achievements on are Odyssey, actually. I've gotten all the achievements for that, and Witcher 3.
I'm posting this in your Discord. This is what happened as soon as I went to that fucking link you gave me.
There's too many of them.
That's what happened.
Rogue, I have some issues with story-wise. Like, it's supposed to be this really cool exploration of the Templars, but it doesn't actually do anything cool with that. Doesn't give us any better glimpse into their operations or how they behave than the previous games did. Story-wise, It was fine enough. Just didn't live up to the heights that it could have with the concepts that was at their disposal.
Tranquil, it just spams me with sex bot ads. I linked it I showed it in the Discord if you want to look at it. I literally can't even click play. This is all I just keep getting. So I would need a different link.
All right, come on. We got this. We only, what? It's 6 more. There's 2 here. We're getting close.
They're probably down below or something. I don't even remember most of this
Waiting
game.
for us to take her.
Because when did this come out? Like, I think I'm
2012.
2012. Shit, I was still in college.
I was 12.
I spent 7 years in college, though. I was basically like Van Wilder. I was just fucking partying the whole time.
Yeah, no, and that's why I got into the game so late. I wasn't really playing video games until 2018, and that's the year Odyssey came out.
Makes sense, man.
Yeah. Ooh, you know it's my birthday in a couple weeks?
It is. What day?
The 30th.
The 30th.
It's the day Willow comes out. I'm very upset about that.
Oh yeah, I'll watch it on the one that has my ad blocker. There we go. Perfect. Can now watch it. We're good.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Son of Joxer. It definitely does that the best in the series, and really the best of any game ever. At least from my limited experience. All right, I'm going to go up the mast. Come on. When I say up, that means up. That doesn't mean go off in a schizophrenic rampage to the right.
I always go on a schizophrenic rampage.
I guess I couldn't get any closer. Oh, fuck it.
This game definitely had the best naval combat. Plus, you could build a fleet to do side missions. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. This game was fucking awesome.
I never really did those side missions. Like the just sending things out to get resources. You didn't really see anything that was happening. All right. Hidden Blades and...
Well, it worked. I just had to go to the one with my ad blocker on, so. But now I have to make sure that it didn't.
Dude just walks by me.
Dude, I napped before I came here too. That's why I was like, I might be a little late because I like woke up and I was just trying to run and do stuff. Yeah, I turned on the ad blocker, so I'll be able to watch it. I keep my ad blocker off for like for certain shit so they can
get paid.
Get their ad revenue, yeah. Give my friends some ad revenue.
Ammo. Come on, I want some ammo. Come on,
dude, I don't know why I'm tired. I napped and everything.
That's probably why you're tired.
But no, you know what it is? No matter what, even if I like nap for a little bit, like I took a 30-minute power nap, so I shouldn't be too tired. But it's like whenever it gets dark, I start to like get tired. And
Yeah.
that's one of the main reasons why I used to drink, is because with a little bit of alcohol in me, I could stay up as long as I wanted.
Mm.
And then when I got too drunk, I would just crash.
I should be a lot more tired because I was up till like 2 o'clock this morning, out drinking with some buddies.
I slept like a baby.
Come on, do I make it? And I made it. Is this the jackdaw? We now have a ship.
Save your singing for Davy Jones, you jagabats. It's a hard wind coming. The man speaks true. You lot weigh anchor. As for the rest, half on the foremast and half at the main. Let's outrun this hurricane.
Adewale is a great character too. I really liked how they did the spin-off for Freedom Cry.
See, they don't give us trouble.
Get some more development.
Far too slow for this weather. Enemy fire! Fire! Give the
Damn. That almost completely fucked it up. And then you can upgrade your ship too to make it fucking badass.
Yep.
My ships would like one-shot shit. I wouldn't even have. I could like fly by them and fuck them all up. But this was just like so much fun. This might be one of the best. I know we talked about it earlier. This might be one of the best ship games I've ever played.
I see it.
Oh, brace for impact.
I've been up since 4 a.m. and still going strong. Nice. I've been up since 5.
Enemy fire!
But I crash. I think anytime it gets past or it gets dark, I'm like fucking crashing.
Brace yourself!
Oh, did you see that? Adewale just went for a fly.
Some guy just flew off the screen.
He came back down. I think we're clear.
But I'm probably going to load up on sugar because I told you I got my stream at like 6:30, and if I'm yawning during that, it's going to be boring. But yeah, this game's fun, dude. There's like 8 characters you can choose from, and so there's 8 different stories in this fucking game. There's 8 storylines.
These weather effects are really good, especially for the time.
There's like a fucking tornado over the water. Is that supposed to be a hurricane? Are you?
It's a water spout. They do happen, especially in the Caribbean during a hurricane. It's where Sharknadoes comes from. The idea behind it is a bigger version of that. Those movies are awful, but they're a lot of fun. I think we're gonna make it.
All right, I'm going to head out. Since I went to that website and I don't know what happened, I'm going to run something on my computer to make sure everything is fixed, and then I'll probably be on my stream. So,
Trank will break your computer.
Maybe, possibly. So, I'll catch you later. I'll probably talk some shit in the chat from my phone, but I can't.
Come on,
can't be live anymore. I got to get ready for my stream and all that shit. But
all right, all good. I'm only going to be going for a couple more minutes anyway, so it was great to have you on. Thanks for joining.
All right, later, man.
All right, take care.
Is there anything I want to plug?
Well, I was about to ask that, then I realized you already talked about your stream. I'm going to send everyone to go raid you when I finish.
Yeah. Now that you have the redirect, and I made it so anyone can redirect me. So if you know how to redirect, you can redirect me.
Can I do that on YouTube? I thought that was a Twitch thing only.
It's a YouTube thing now, but you have to have over 1,000 subs, which you do. So.
Oh, I've never done that.
So, from what I heard, it's under your YouTube. You click or I think you go to your dashboard, right? You go to your YouTube Studios or whatever. You click your YouTube Studios. You click the settings up somewhere, or you click your account on the top. Oh wait, no, you go to settings, and they're under community. I think there's a redirect area. I don't know, somewhere. I don't know how to do it. Just Google it before you do it. Figure it out. I don't know.
Well, there's only 10 people here, so they all know who you are, so you can just say, go Bug Biggles.
Yeah, that works too.
Thanks for your aid back there.
Adewale.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Take it easy, man.
All right. Later.
Ever been to Nassau, Adewale?
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her. All hands aft, lads. We're taking this one home.
I love a good ship. I think this era, 1700s, is the peak of ship design. Like, I've always loved it since I grew up watching the Hornblower movies and reading those books. That's always going to be my favorite era for naval functions. For seafaring. Yeah, I'm only going to go for about another 5 minutes to get to the 2-hour mark, and then we'll call it.
Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true.
I love these
Most
two's
of these men wouldn't
relationship.
accept you as a captain. So what fair role would complement such unfairness?
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor. I spied a few items in the hold.
That was a really good way to handle it because, yeah, during that era, there was a lot of issues. And you could focus an entire game on those issues like Freedom Cry did, but there was already a lot going on in this game, so they just paid service to it and moved on and just had really good characters with great relationships with each other and had events that fit in with the world. They didn't have to bog it down with constantly virtue signaling, even though everyone agrees that all that stuff was awful and terrible and rightfully ended. But yeah, no, I really liked how simple that interaction was.
Corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted I could use them for knitting yarn.
Who's the boomer, Legatus? You calling me a boomer? What did I boomer this time? I fucked something up.
With snares and shouts. So worry about your own armaments when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaws.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to captain a vessel either, Son of Joxer. Very fascinating to read and watch, but captaining, it's a lot of responsibility, a lot of people depending on you, and you're pretty much at the behest of the ocean, whatever she decides to do. Oh, you were the boomer? What'd you boomer? Ah, I wasn't paying attention enough. Alright, I can kill these things real fast. It's like a chameleon or two that I have to kill down here. And that should be a good point to end the stream. Just grab them real fast. And I think there's like deer on this island too that I have to grab 2 of as well. I think it's 2 chameleons and 2 deer or something like that. Or whatever that animal is. Oh, it's a cat of some kind. Is that a lynx? It's an ocelot. I am not familiar with what an ocelot is. Whoa. All right, let's skin this bastard. Not a cat. Yep, I just did skin a cat. It's a big cat, though. Scary ones, not like a normal one that you like, Anna. But still a cat, yes. Guess I can only assassinate them from a vantage point. All right, come on. Gonna come on, a little closer, a little closer. That'll work. You got it. All right, that's the last cat I have to kill. I just have to get the iguanas now. Usually best found on the beach itself, if my experience serves correctly. My memory. All right, come on. Come on. Where are the iguanas? Ooh, there's an iguana. There's a couple of them. Beautiful. Watch Archer to learn about ocelots, like the animated adult animation show. There we go. All right. We have skinned both the iguanas and the ocelots to end out the stream. Oh, I guess it wants me to I'll craft the bracers real fast, or the holster. Oh yeah, I got to do the other one too. Those bracers. Beautiful. All right, I will end the stream there, everybody. I love this franchise. I love this game. I'm really happy that we're celebrating a 15th anniversary for it. It deserves it and so much more. I just hope the next few years will give me as many consistently good games as the last 15 years of this franchise did. And as Gamelands wins my next RDR online stream, that'll be tomorrow night, probably about 10 o'clock Pacific time. It's going to be really late for you, Anna, or really early, depending on when you wake up. But yeah, it's tomorrow night. It'll be Monday nights for right now. We're looking to change it to another day, maybe incorporate it with another show. It's just that's really late for all of us, so we're trying to find a better night. But for right now, yeah, it's a late night Monday night streams for America. For you, it's probably early morning. But yeah, it's going to be the second one. I'm really looking forward to that as well. But yeah, 15 years. Black Flag is a great game. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do it. If you haven't played an Assassin's Creed game, play any of them, play all of them. They're fantastic. But thanks y'all for joining me. Thanks for Biggles for hanging out. Son of Joxer, Legatus, Tranquil, Anna, y'all are great. And anybody else who was just lurking, we did some decent numbers throughout the stream. And I will see you guys next live tomorrow night for that RDR live stream. And everyone, please, in about 20-30 minutes here, go bother Biggles on his live stream. He needs some shit. Give him some shit. But that's all that I have today. So I will catch you guys anon. Take care, everyone. It's gonna start. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.